So I've been paraplegic for 5 years, so you have the experience before and after. And obviously the challenges on a daily basis that come with this condition and living alone, for example, there are many things that I'm not able to do. I lost a lot in autonomy and sometimes trying to get it back using like different assistive technologies. I guess like the main challenge is the accessibility, literally. I think those devices are very expensive. Not everybody has access to it. Even if you can have access to it, there is like, it's not fit for all conditions. So this is really like a big problem that obviously it would be good that it's something that everyone can have access to through like insurances, for example. And the biggest challenge I'm seeing nowadays is that I feel like we don't see enough people with handicap in the street on a daily basis. So in general, the society don't really look into it.
What we also found out that is, especially in Germany, there are ways and possibilities to get actually such a system by the insurance company paid. It's just very complicated. It's really hard. And a lot of people just are not informed about it. I mean, they hear the price and it's a huge price. And they will just know that's never going to work for me. But there are possibilities to be actually getting such a device, which is already on the market, for example.
If you think in terms of mobility, how people get around things, we're talking about the handicap, but there are a few things that even like people like parents with a stroller need to go around. And sometimes, for me, I call it even like common sense when I see people putting a steep ramp like this and I'm looking, how am I expected to go through this? Or why put a step when it's not really helping? So, but the other point is that when we are able, there are a few things that we don't think about because that's the human body, right? It's an automatism. You don't see a step, naturally you go through it. The more we have like this type of interview, this type of event, people realize more, okay, there are people in these situations. Like, how can I change things around? How can I be more aware of making their life as well easier? Before my accident, I didn't know anyone in a wheelchair. Now my circle of friends and family are also learning much more about the handicap through me and pay more attention on how things are built. When they go to a restaurant, for example, would it be easier to just make a sign in front of it, update Google Maps to me to be able to know where I can go to the bathroom, where I'm not gonna struggle? I guess it's really like society and infrastructure first, and then the technology, obviously, for things that can be changed will be helpful. Like there are cities that are just like old and built in a certain way that you can't overcome that. We can't change everything. But there is like a first thing before thinking about technology is like seeing what we already have, how we can change it and make it better.
The ideal world is doing both, right? Driving the technology as far as possible to make the progress for everyone as good and achievable. And on the other side, you have to always think about the people who are not as privileged.